Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we play more of RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe, and as you can see, we have the camera back. I mean, it's a new one, but I hope everything's working out well because I did some testing, but I'm not quite sure. So, in case somebody is watching, please give me some feedback, mostly because of the audio actually, because I was using the computer's mic that I always thought it was very connected to the computer's webcam, and now I'm not using the webcam anymore. So hopefully the audio that this stream is capturing is still from the computer and not from the new webcam, because I think the new webcam has a very shitty mic. I think I was able to do it right, but let me know if I haven't. But anyway, tonight on the game we'll be continuing the level we started last Saturday, which was the Grand Glacier. And surprisingly, that's been a very fun level. It has a time limit for us to beat the objective, so it is quite challenging. We gotta have 1,500 people by the end of year three on that park. But at the same time, we have been able to be creative and do some funny things in there. So even though it gives us a time limit, and even though there is the pressure for us to get people inside the park, it's been fun because we have been trying out some new models of coasters, especially. For example, we built Bob's Led or Bloodshed roller coaster last time. We are decorating it. We had a mini golf going on as well. We have been listening to new music or songs that I haven't heard when I played this game as a kid, like the snowy themes. So the park has been looking great, and I was surprised because even though I have been spending some time on that, the objective has been going well too. So hopefully we won't have a big problem. If I'm not mistaken, we are starting year two in that park. So we have the end of it plus another year. And depending on how long it takes for us to finish it, I may start the next level, which seems to be the Crazy Craters. That sounds like a very hard level, especially because I'm imagining it's going to have some very bad landscaping. But we'll see how that goes. Probably I won't be able to finish that tonight, but we can probably sneak peek it, right? So let's go. I will be loading the game. Yeah, that's the level we had started. As you can see, it has a large glacier, which is obvious because of its name, but like it's very flat, which is fantastic for us to be building rides on it. And we have been decorating it all around. Like it's really looking great. I wish Emily was here to check this park out. Hopefully she stops by at some point. But yes, we have been changing the colors of the rides and we have been adding some themed items like this snowy castle, the trees. This has been one of the parks that we have been spending the most time on decoration for sure. So I'm still worried about the volume levels of my stream because when I'm looking at OBS, maybe it's peaking, but I can only know as long as somebody stops by and gives me feedback. But so far, I'm sorry if the audio is quite loud. I'm not certain, but if it is, I'm sorry. And then as somebody stops by, I will be fixing that. I'm really hoping it's capturing the audio from the old mic, not from the new webcam. Anyway, so yes, we are getting to the middle of year two in here. I have 800 guests, so I gotta work on some more advertisements. Let's give them free coffees. Wait. Oh, there we go. I still need to finish paying back this loan, right? Or complete paying this loan. Let me check their thoughts. People are complaining about the vandalism. Okay, I did see a little bit of vandalism, but was only those two benches? No, there is more in here. So I don't know if I still have any other ride to build right now. I will take a quick look around. I still don't have the merry-go-round, right? Oh, really? We got the award for being the best value park in the country. I don't have the merry-go-round because I didn't want the music of it to ruin the atmospheric music we already have in the park. But I think it's time for us to have it as well. Maybe I can mute it. Let's place it. Maybe next to the Enterprise. Yes, I'm totally muting this merry-go-round. I would rather have the snowy theme song playing. We can save the merry-go-round for the other parts, or at least its song. I know it's bad that we won't be listening to its amazing remix when it breaks down, but we can save that for another time. May- Maybe that's too expensive for it, so let me drop it a bit. And what else can I do? I was thinking about building a chairlift, but do I have this? The Gravitron? I don't think I have it. Okay, we are going for the Gravitron, but first let me change the colors of the merry-go-round. I can keep that yellow. It's actually very subtle, so you can't really see it that much. This golden right here. Alright, I can build that next. I will just do it exactly like I did to the entrance. It's funny how it looks a little bit like a slide because it drops 2 times. So yes, this looks great because it reminds me of a slide. But actually, I will even change this in here so they can really be the same. Yeah, like that. Let's put it on $2.40. So we're almost getting to 1,000 people, and after that we'll be only missing 500, and we'll have a year and a half to get them. You know what? I think I will add more entertainers so we can keep people happy and then they can stay in the park for longer. Let's add 3 more. So it's been 17 minutes of stream. Oh, Vadim, welcome, man. How are you? Yes, my cam is back. Can you please give me some feedback? Because I was just going to say that I was worried about the quality of everything here, especially the audio, because I'm looking at OBS and it seems that the audio is like uh, super loud, but I'm not sure. Is it any different from before, like the previous streams, the audio? The cam is working, I can see it's working, but I'm not sure about the audio because also this new webcam has a mic inside of it, and I'm hoping it's not capturing the audio from it. The sound's a bit messy. Also, hello, Mikey, welcome. So that's what I was worried about. Probably it's capturing the mic from the webcam. I'll need to check that out. Give me a second here. I'm going to pause the game. How can I change this? Okay, so did it change? Because I don't think it has changed, has it? But I kinda selected the mic that I wanted it to capture. It has changed, is it better? It's much better, there we go, because I was worried about that. I have heard that this webcam has a somewhat shitty mic, and I was really worried of my OBS to be capturing the audio from it. But thank goodness it has changed then. Vadim, can you tell me if it is any close to how it used to be in the other streams? Since you are a regular in here, is it sounding just like the other streams? Because the volume level in here is also looking a bit very high, you know? So I don't know if I need to adjust the volumes in here. Let me go back to the game and then you can tell me if the volume is too high or if it's okay with the game's audio. Can you hear me well and also the game, or am I speaking too loud? It sounds normal? Okay, so I will keep it like this. Thank you so much for the feedback. I was really worried about the audio volumes or the audio setup. Because yes, I knew that as soon as I was installing this new webcam,
probably my OBS would be capturing the audio from it, and I didn't want that to happen. I have been lurking in my streams for a while. Oh, really, Mikey? Thank you for this time to be giving me the feedback because I was really in need of it. And it sounds normal. There we go. So, are you a big fan of RollerCoaster Tycoon? And also, Vedin, what have you been playing? It's been a while since you last stopped. Have you guys been hyped for any new game as well? Also, I need to change this right here because that's not the right path. There we go. Because of all of this new setup that I'm still getting used to, you can see that I'm not 100% focused on the game as I'm committing some, let's say, minor mistakes, just like this one right here. And also, I need to get more used to look above my computer because that's where the webcam is located, and not like in the previous streams where I had the webcam. Because before my webcam was located on the bottom of my monitor, and now it's above it. So I still need some time to get used to this again, but I'm happy the setup is working out. This game is pretty nostalgic to you. Have you played it up to this point that I am right now? Because I would say at the mid of the second expansion pack, at the mid of Loopy Landscapes, I could never get this far. Actually, this is the first time I'm playing this level because I didn't have this expansion pack as a kid. So all of these levels up to the end of the game will be blind to me. And I'm really enjoying this one. Surprisingly, we are doing really well on it because we are almost getting to the amount of people and we have a lot of time. But I agree with you, Mikey, that this game is like fantastic. It's a big part of my childhood. And I have always dreamed on beating all of the levels and then moving on to the sequels, right? I actually played the sequels, but I could not beat a single objective of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. And I could beat some objectives of the third game, but not beat it all. So I also wanna keep on going on those two other games. I have not played any of the expansion packs actually. Oh, I used to have the first one, which was the Corkscrew Follies. Yeah, I used to have that. I actually probably have it like behind me. I'm going to get it. Let me also test something else in here because this is going to be the first time I will do this since I have my new webcam. Hello, now it's big size me. Yeah, so I also have my first expansion pack of RollerCoaster Tycoon. This is the one that I played as a kid. It's funny that when I ordered it, I didn't know that I would need to have the original. So I was struggling to install the expansion pack because I didn't have the original. So what I had to do was to ask for a friend that introduced this franchise to me to lend me his original CD-ROM, and then I installed my expansion pack on it. And then I could keep on playing, right? But yeah, this is the OG expansion pack, the first one. And then with time, I was able to find a bundle that has RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 and 3 with all of its expansions, which are in here. The one that I'm playing right now is on Steam. It's the Steam version. It is the deluxe edition, but it's not the physical game, right? But when I'm done with it, I'll probably need to use those two CD-ROMs right there. Or maybe not, because I also got RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 for free one of these days on Epic Games. Let me go back to the game. I don't know if you guys checked that out, but there was one day that Epic Games gave away a RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 with all of its expansion packs, so probably when I get to it, I may be playing that version, not the CD-ROM. The second game is more or less the same as the first, yes, but if you try to play the objectives of the levels, you see that the difficulty it's horrible, it's like a nightmare. Those objectives are brutal. I have years and years of experience in RollerCoaster Tycoon and I could never beat a single objective of the levels of that game. I'm really hoping that this time, with also the help of the community here, when I get to it, we can get through the game, because as a kid in the past, it was super brutal. So the only thing I used to do in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 was to play the sandbox mode, because they had a lot of rides and models and like you could really customize your levels or your park. Oh, I need to take care of that. While you couldn't do that in the first game. But playing RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 for the levels and objectives, I couldn't. They were too hard. But hopefully it's going to be a new day this time. Because I'm learning new things by playing all of these levels in the first game. I have the community to help me out too, so I wanna feel more positive about it. But as a kid, I could only suffer. And then the third game, I could beat some of the objectives, but there is something about the third game that I don't like, and I'm talking about the AI. I always thought that the AI in the third game was dumb. So basically you could build new rides, and then the customers or the guests would kinda ignore it, you know? So basically it's hard for you to get money or income from the rides because the guests ignore your rides, they don't go to your rides. So it was very frustrating because of that. So Vadding finally has beaten Tales of Zestiria. Zestiria is the one next to Symphonia, isn't it? And then I think it's Berseria, if I'm not mistaken, that comes after. And now you're playing Evil Genius, I haven't heard of that. Is it good? Evil Genius, it sounds like a puzzle game. You're preparing yourself before the sequel's release. Oh, they are working on a sequel. I still need to catch up with the first game though. It's very nice. I don't have any of your original CDs anymore. I heard, I don't know where you are from, Mikey, by the way. I'm guessing you're from the US or maybe Canada. But I heard that in the US and also in Canada, they use it to give away, or they use it to give people the CD-ROMs for RollerCoaster Tycoon inside of cereal boxes. I was like, are you effing kidding me? Because I had to cry out loud for my parents to buy me this expansion pack right here. So it was not inside a cereal box, you know. I had to like, give me this, it's all I'm asking, I won't bug you for the rest of the year anymore, and then finally they gave me that game. And thankfully it's a very, let's say, long-lasting game because I could play it for years and not get tired of it. So I actually didn't need to ask my parents to buy anything else to me. But once I heard that people were getting those games out of cereal boxes, I was like, are you effing kidding me? Because that would be the dream. I'm positive you can do it. I hope so, man. I won't give up that easily. Also, hi Victor, how are you, man? Yes, we finally got a new webcam now, and with the help of Mikey and Vadim, it seems that I was able to fix the setup in here. Mostly thanks to the mic, because I was having some audio issues, it seems. I'm not surprised, because I was expecting something bad to happen with my mic, but thankfully it seems to be fixed now. But yes, we got this new webcam. I wonder if it is also looking good, because this is the first stream of it. And yeah, let's hope it doesn't break down very soon, right? The previous one lasted a lot. The previous one lasts like almost 4 years, because this month is like the month of the 4th anniversary of this channel. It's coming up in some weeks. I may be doing something special for that, maybe playing a different game. I need to think about that. But yeah, it lasted almost 4 years. And You know that the streams in here are somewhat quite long, so it lasted many hours. But this is a new and hopefully better quality cam, so I'm expecting it to last for longer, right? But how are you, Victor? The second game also has a mod that modernized the game a little bit if you didn't know. Aren't you talking about the Open RCT game? Because there are people that uses mods. Oh wait, people that use mods on the Open RCT game that's not an official version, but it got very popular, mostly thanks to the mods actually. But it's the same, it's like the same thing as RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and 2 with the mods and with its expansion packs and everything, but it's not the official version. Also, hey Scap, how are you, man? Yes, I got a webcam. It actually got here very fast. I was expecting to only be able to use it on the next week, but it seems that they were able to deliver it faster, so here we are, here we go. This is so different, right? Because it took some 3 months, I think, since the last time you guys have seen me. Uh, this is actually the first time you guys see me this year, like, my face. And I'm also maybe a little bit different because I have been saying that I'm trying to grow my beard. Maybe now you can't see it, but if I do that change again, maybe you will be able to see it. But yes, I'm trying to grow it. It's not working really well, but maybe with some more time. If it doesn't work, then I will go back to like how I was looking before. But I'm still giving it an attempt, you know. Maybe it won't complete it, but I'm testing it. Since I had the time to do it, I'm testing it. Let me go back now. It's looking great, nice. Evil Genius is like a tycoon or base building game. Oh, it's a tycoon? Where you are kinda parody villain from the old James Bond movies. Wait, but then it's a tycoon of what? By the way, I need to deal with people's issues in here. They are complaining about the vandalism again. I can't be sure of why, but maybe I should add some more security guards. Oh yes, they also broke the lamps. I was not noticing that. Okay, now I hope they won't complain about the vandalism anymore. I'm doing alright, Victor. Today was a very chill day. It's been cloudy in here. There was even some raindrops, but it was not quite raining. But it was very refreshing. And I was binging some Netflix documentaries, we can talk about them later, while enjoying the weather and waiting for the stream time. So it's the Open RCT, right? Electro is a member of the community and he loves to play the Open RCT game. He's actually very good at this game. He's probably the person that understands RollerCoaster Tycoon the most that I know. I actually have never given it a try. It doesn't come with the full game though, if I recall correctly, and you have to get it from Steam or the CD first. I'm not sure about that. I actually have heard it has everything. And more, of course, because of the mods, but as I have never tried it, maybe you're right. There are a bit of audio sync issues, oh really? Yeah, maybe there is a little bit of delay, but it looks a lot better than the last cam. There we go. Tycoon of managing your evil lair with minions, traps, and doomsday devices. Like a mafia game? That's what I'm thinking. So, Evil Genius. And is it like a very hard game? How much have you been enjoying it? I also wonder from when is that game, because I don't know why it gives me the idea of it's like a node game, and then maybe after many years they are finally working on a sequel. I don't know why I'm getting that impression, but it's sounding to me like a node game, an old classic, that it's finally getting a sequel. But I have no idea. Man, playing this game in COVID era and looking at all the park patrons. Oh yes, right. It's a very agglomerated game with people. I can now see what you're saying. But to me, it's relaxing, man. This is relaxing, so don't think about the amount of guests in the park that are agglomerating. Uh, don't go crazy on that. Go for the chillness this game has to offer. You know, it's very chill. But speaking of that, I hope everybody has been safe regarding the pandemic. It is getting worse in here. And we actually got to some records of people dying in the past days. It's actually worse than when it started, so come on, get the vaccines, right? Get the vaccines because the situation has been bad. You're glad that you don't have to put up with that right now. Yeah, man. Speaking of amusement parks and COVID, I heard the news that the Nintendo park, or that Universal Nintendo's amusement park, that got delayed on its development thanks to the pandemic, is now postponed to 2025, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the new date they are giving it. The one in Japan was opened, but the one in the US, and if I'm not mistaken in Orlando, but I may be wrong, I think it was postponed to 2025. So I was reading those news this week. You're getting yours when you're able to, getting your vaccine. It was originally released in 2004, so it's been some time. Yeah, it's been some time. And the sequel is going to be released on this month. It's the same in there, Victor. People seem to be getting frustrated about having to be careful, even though they haven't really been careful. Man, in here it's still a mess, right? Because we have the president that only says BS in media or like to people, and then we have the blind people that follow everything he says. And then if the president is not afraid or scared or concerned about the pandemic, those people are also not. And then every day there are many people using the public transportation, like the subways or the buses, but also because people need to work as well, right? So it's not everybody that can stay at home and stay locked and not go outside that much. But you know, there are also people that go to the beach or uh, go meet their family and friends like without protections or without wearing a mask or something. There are even uh, secret parties or secret festivals and celebrations that happen, and then a lot of people agglomerate, and then the police needs to go there and uh, stop the thing. So I'm not surprised this is happening, but it makes me sad to see that, I don't know, it feels like the most people forgot about the pandemic, you know? It feels like people are not caring for it. And it's especially sad because they only had to be a little bit more patient because of the vaccine development. But it is what it is, right? So my park rating dropped a lot, probably because of the vandalism. By the way, Victor, I gotta say that I have been learning Swedish from a very unexpected thing. I was able to interact with this Swedish person on Pokemon Go, and now every day I get a gift from Sweden on Pokemon Go, and then little by little I'm reading Swedish, and I learned that the word for soccer in Swedish is very close to football, but it has like O's. It's like FOTBOLL. It's with O on both syllables, right? It's football. And then the guy or the girl, I'm not sure, but I think it's a guy. He was from a place called how was it again? It's something like Scanian. Let me type it because it's something like this. But then those two A's on the chat, they have a accent mark. It has that angstrom accent mark, which is the A with a circle. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But do you know that place? That's the place I'm getting gifts on Pokemon Go. I'm not sure how to pronounce that letter though. Skane? I'm guessing it's like a umlaut in German, and then it's like Skane. Also, hi Gabriel, how are you? Wait! You are from that place? Are you sending me the gifts on Pokemon Go, Victor? Is it you? Is that you with like a fake account on Pokemon Go to teach me Swedish, like indirectly? Or in a subliminal way or something? You are from there, man. A small world and a small Sweden, right? So you're from there, how can I pronounce that? Is it Skane? As a beard fellow, I must comment, nice beard. I mean, did you see that I'm trying to grow it? But let me do that again. I don't think it's complete, but I have been trying to grow it. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I'm trying, right? Hopefully with some more time, it completes it. And then I decide if I'm keeping it or not. I'll probably keep it. Once you go beard life, you can't go back, right? It's more somewhere between an A and no. Scone? Is it like scone? Scone Lon. That's how I would try it. But anyway, it's funny that you're from there then. You don't even have Pokemon Go? Yeah, man. You love Pokemon too, but you stopped back there, right? Back on Pokemon Crystal. So, am I missing... No, I'm not missing the ads. I don't know what else people are complaining about. Maybe I just need to add more rides, and then more people can come. I got the Woabedis, so I'm going for that one. I think right now it's in a good shape. Yeah, it's been growing for somewhat 3 months. Just need to keep on trimming. Oh yes, yeah. Also, hi Ultros, how are you? My face is back. It is, right? Finally. How are you, man? I was actually watching a documentary on Netflix before starting the stream that I was thinking, man, maybe Ultros should watch this. It's a documentary called The Octopus Teacher. I still need to finish it before recommending it, but like the video I watched where people were recommending it to me, people made it sound like it's a great documentary. So far, I think it's okay. So I'm curious to see how it's going to end. And it's pretty much about a guy that was having a very stressful life in South Africa, and he was getting depressed. He was saturated with like his work. He was like a workaholic and something, and then he had to like stop everything and chill. He had a burnout. That's the word. And then his escape from that reality was to go back to his childhood, where he used to spend time at the beach in South Africa. And he decided to start swimming and diving, and then he also started to observe the creatures, the water creatures or the sea creatures, especially an octopus. And then he decided to use his skills of his job. He used to work with like filmmaking, and then he started to record the sea creatures of the ocean every day. And then he started to befriend an octopus, and then you keep on seeing his relationship with that octopus day by day or like with time. And then all sorts of things happen, and I still need to watch the end of it. So I was thinking, man, this could be interesting for the octopus of my community, right? Ultras right there. You're doing good, you just ate, but you're going to fix a bowl of chips up. There we go. Think like the vowel sound in the British pronunciation of Jaws. I don't know how's the British pronunciation of Jaws. So it's sorta like ska, if that makes sense. It is funny you were saying it sounds like an A and O, because now the accent mark makes a lot of sense, because it's a freaking A with a small O on the top of it, right? So it's like a sound between A and O. I never knew that. But I don't know if I'm getting it. Uh, and I also watched another documentary this week that I mentioned some weeks ago, which was Surviving Death. I have only started the day that I brought it up, but this week I decided to binge it. And that documentary was really good. I can't say I would recommend it to everybody because I don't think it is for everybody, as it talks about a very specific and, let's say, polemic topic, which is there life after death? But if you are curious, if you think that you are wondering about that topic, and if you are open-minded, it is a very good documentary because it has a lot of different experiences and stories of all sorts of people that in a way or another had some sort of afterlife experience. And then the episodes are about like resurrection, that's how it starts. People that kind of died but they were brought back to life. Mediums, and then it also talks about uh, noticing signs from the dead, like spirits. And also the last episode is about reincarnation. There is a story in that reincarnation episode that I was like, are you effing kidding me? So yes, if you are curious about those topics, and if you think that it's your moment for you to watch such a thing, because I also think there is a moment in the lives of everybody to kind of investigate those things, you know. If you think you are in a good moment for doing it, then jump ahead on Surviving Death. If not, then save it for the future when you are more open-minded or wondering more about such things. But it changed my way of thinking about those things. There are some stories in there that I couldn't believe in them. So today I may have a different perception of reincarnation, what happens after you die. I don't know, I did absorb a lot from that show. And I hope it's like not coming up with those stories, Because if those stories are for real, how I felt they were, man, it's freaking incredible. That's all I'm saying. Sounds like a story about you, Ultras. Yeah, it has a lot of plot changes going on. Like there were some situations happening between the man and the octopus. You're going to have a meltdown and just move to the beach. Yeah, man, I think I would not be able to live very far from the ocean. I do feel like I have a close connection to the ocean. I'm suspicious to say that because I was born in February 2nd, which is the day of the goddess of the ocean according to some African religions. Not that I'm a very religious person, but I like to think about some coincidences or connections, and there is that connection between me and the goddess of the ocean. So sometimes I wonder, is that why I love the ocean so much, or that I like to live in a seaside town? So I can't see myself very far from the ocean. Although this pandemic or the last year has been giving me a hard time because I haven't been going to see the ocean anymore, right? And then I had to learn a new connection with nature, which is a connection to the sky. So now I have been sunbathing and sky gazing. So there were some 6 months passing by in here while or since I started the stream, but sadly I couldn't see the number of guests really increasing that much, so I may have a rough year 3. I mean, I got like 100 guests, but I need 400 more. It's mostly because of this, because my park rating is super bad, right? Maybe I should go for another coaster, but this time I will build a pre-existing model. Oh, I have the steel coaster, let's go. Maybe this one? So this one is cheaper, so let's go for it. I just don't like where I placed it. Is there any other one? No, I don't have a location for this one. I mean, I do, but it won't look good. By the way, Victor, weren't or wasn't it you that was still trying to play Conker's Bad Fur Day? Because this week it was like the 20th anniversary of it. I can't remember if Ultros has played it. I don't think so, right? I think you both haven't played it. I played it up to a point. I have not finished it, but I have watched how it ends. But I stopped playing it because it got to a moment that I was not a big fan of the mechanics of it. But yeah, it's been 20 years of that game. Oh yeah, this was the coaster that I tried to build, right? Um, Maybe back there? Actually, you know what? Let's go for another model. Let's go for the inverted coaster. Oh no, this is going to be so expensive. Maybe this one, but I think I had it in another park. Let's change again. Let's go for the corkscrew one. No, it's too long. I think I had this one before too. Maybe this one. I don't remember this one. It's very short, but sure. Let's skip it. I still haven't found a copy of that game, but I so wanna play it. Hugs his copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Not only your copy, right, Scap? Because you also have the action figure. I have played like a minute or so on emulator, and you quickly decided that it's not how you wanted to experience it. It needs to be on a real Nintendo 64 with a big old CRT TV. Do you still have that? Because I cannot remember when was the last time I have seen a CRT TV. Can you like find them somewhat easily today? I wonder if they are like getting expensive. Oh yes, I wanna buy a RCT. Wait, RCT. RCT is the game I'm playing. I wanna buy a CTR. CTR? No, CRT. CTR is Crash Team Racing. I can't get it right. A CRT TV, and then I wonder if it valued with time. Probably, right? Just like some old or some other old things. Yes, I went all through RCT, CTR. No, it's CRT. There we go. How is the name of that resurrection procedure? It's like that too, isn't it? CTR or CRT? I'm pretty sure it's around those letters as well. The resurrection method, the respiratory thing. It is confusing. CPR, there we go. It's CPR, CRT, RCT. There are so many anagrams. I do have one that I have had for like 15 to 20 years. It's so much better for old N64 and GameCube games. Yes, I don't think my family still have those in my hometown. They probably trashed them away. But I'm really thinking that they are expensive or like pricey today. How am I creating a path to that coaster? Should I go for another tunnel? I think I should. By the way, Scap, now I'm confused because my webcam is like above me and then I'm used to look down for the webcam I had before. So don't mind me if I'm looking down and then talking to somebody. I'm still like this. I'm like I just remembered an old joke I had with my friends when we used to play like mimic of songs, and then there was this one choreography for like the song Live and Let Die that the person was like live and let die. So I'm like this right now. But anyway, flashbacks of my childhood. uh don't you think, Scap, that this song right here sounds a lot like Final Fantasy? Because when I was hearing it, which was also the first time I heard it, I got some Final Fantasy flashbacks. I can't say which song in particular it reminds me of, but I don't know, there is something on it that's very Final Fantasy. This looks great right here. So, Scap has recently got one of his late uncle CRT TVs. I forgot the harsh warmness of them. The harsh warmness, do they get hot fast or something? They overheat fast? The sound those TVs make when... Oh, okay. Yes, they do have an ASMR sound, right? Which, by the way, I got to one of my newest favorite objects of ASMR this week. I used to first like the ASMR sound of like a wand tapping the camera screen, and then this week I got to this other ASMR that's from a duct tape. Man, duct tape can give you some crazy sounds, and I really liked it. But yes, the CRT TVs, they have a specific sound effect as well, or funny sound. They are a pain in the ass to move, as I learned a while ago. Because they are freaking big, like they are super heavy. But Scaps is smaller, it's still heavy, but yeah, you're right. I used to have a big one that I was kind of embarrassed for someone to help to move it. Oh, by the way, my computer is talking to me. Close that. That and your old Clavinova piano. I think I have seen it in one of your old videos on YouTube. Here's a video about Scon. If you're interested, send me that on Discord or on a private message, man. I will check that later. Or I could actually look for that on my phone, right? You know what? I'm looking for that on my phone. I just don't want to open the browser right now. But guys, I need to do something about this park. It's the last year and I'm not getting people in. You know what? I will pause and then I'll go check this video and then I'll need to do something on this level. Or I'm going to lose it. It started great, but now it's not looking good. So, how to pronounce that?
For today's pronunciation tip, I'm going to tell you about the name of a little town in Norway that you've probably never heard of. Actually, 6 little towns, all with the same name. That name is one letter, but not just any letter. It's a letter that you only get in Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish. It's this letter. You've probably looked at that letter and wondered, how do you actually say that? Is it A? Is it A? What is it? Let me tell you how I learned how to say it. When I was was 16, I spent the summer in an international conference center in Switzerland. They had people from all over the world there, and especially all over Europe, including lots of Scandinavians, many of whom I really wanted to get to know better. And of course, they all spoke perfect English, but you know, I love languages. I love learning languages. So I did the obvious thing. I went into the library and I started reading this book. Oh, what? You thought I was just going to go, like, walk up to them and be like, oh, can you teach me your language because I don't know anything about it? No, I don't think I was going to do that, no. I mean, I was 16. There was no way I was going to...
The guy's telling a whole story right here.
I wasn't especially extroverted. So, I looked at this book, not this copy. I bought this copy later. Teach Yourself Norwegian. The first thing they tell you is how to pronounce the letters. So, for this letter, the A with a ring on it, it says... Its nearest equivalent in English is the vowel in call, C-A-L-L. I'm like, okay, great. So one of the first phrases I learned means, I don't understand. This is a good early phrase to learn, you know, in a language. It's this. I said, I tried this out, I'm like, hey, I learned a phrase in Norwegian. And, jeg forstår ikke. And they're like, what are you trying to say? Oh, you don't have that quite right. So this is where I realized two things. A, this book was written for British English speakers. B, British English phonology has sounds that don't exist in Canadian English phonology, or for that matter, some versions of American English phonology. And this sound is one of them. In the version of British English they wrote this book for, they don't say, I'm going to call you tomorrow. They say, oh, I shall call you tomorrow.
So it's more like a no than an A? I was thinking it was more than an A than a no. It's like the... He said it's like the sound in coal. The word coal in English, right? So is that how it is? It sounds more like a no than an A to me. So it's like scone, the location, Victor? It is almost. Is it better? Then I'm opening the link you sent me.
Where can you find exciting contrasts between old and new?
Oh, it's actually about the location,
Between
right?
city and countryside. Experience culture in a journey through the ages. In a place where time both stands still
What? They have
and
the...
rushes out to meet the future.
Victor, do they have a Stonehenge version in there where you live?
Skåne is Sweden's southernmost
Oh, it
region.
is like that. It is like scone. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Scone.
A 15-minute high-speed train ride from Copenhagen Airport and rushes out to meet the future. Skåne is Sweden's
Yeah,
southernmost
it's like
region.
that. I don't know if I can get better than that because of my accent, but I think it's close enough. So it's like a no, actually. You can barely hear it. No, just visually, it's hard on your eyes, but it's cozy at the same time. Is it hard on your eyes? Probably it is, right? And like Victor said, they are loads better for retro games. You finally caved in, bravo. It's almost in between, that's kinda close, just get the E at the end and you've got it. Scone. Is that better? I think it's an old Viking burial place or something. It looked like the Stonehenge. But there was also a big bridge or a long bridge that remind me of my city here. That connects Rio to my city. Oh, the Discord? Yes, actually I was, let's say, kind of forced to have the Discord. Like, Gabrielle and Emily pressured me every freaking weekend. So I told them like, okay, you guys create it, and then I join it, and then that's it. But in the end, it's been working out quite well. Like we have been chatting in there and posting all sorts of things. So I gotta give them the credit that it's been better than what I expected. But it's because they pressured me like crazy. I did not do it by my own. I was like, is it done? Okay, so I'm joining. Basically, that's what happened. But I gotta admit that it was a good thing. Especially for the food pictures we have been posting there too. Add a this sound or a sound at the end and it will be more or less perfect. Um, Scanning? Wait. No, it's now I'm getting it all bad. Scan? Wait, scan. Scan? I don't know the strongest syllable. I don't know if to me it sounds like it's on the ska, not at the end of it. So that's why it sounds louder in the scan than the end, and that's why you are not hearing the e at the end. I said it though. Skane, skane. Okay, skane. There we go. I learned another Swedish word. Now I know Oga for Oga, Skane, football. Am I forgetting another one? There are the freebies as well. Good call, Gabriel. That's pretty much perfect. Heck yeah. But I'm glad that you sent me the video because I was thinking the sound was closer to an A than an O, and to me it's the opposite. It's closer to an O than an A. Where is my path in here again? Oh yeah, by the way, Victor, why are people underground? Like, haven't I told them to not come? Oh, I placed the sign on the wrong location. Oh my god, please don't tell me that there are lost people underground, because I was still changing the path, right? By the way, why can't I build the signs right now? What's wrong in here? Finally. I need to get out of that view, the underground view. See through rides. Victor, remember last weekend that I told you that there was a city in the US called Victorville? Later this week I remember that there is a city in Brazil that's actually the capital of a state. It's also near to Rio de Janeiro. That's called Vitória. And Vitória pretty much means victory. I mean, it's not like Victorville, but you know, Victor, victory, Victorville, it's still close. So just to let you know that there is a city that's important in Brazil because it's the capital of that state, that's also related to your name somehow. And I have been there, it's a very good place. Underground Path, good idea. Hi Electro, how are you? Black Paths Underground is not a good idea though, that's true, that's very true. Where was it though? Invisible people. Man, I can't see it. Oh, the entertainer for the win. Saved by him. Okay, now I need to go up, right? There is a coaster in the way, really? Wait, where? Anyway, go straight ahead, then try again. It's still on the way, but it's on that square right there. Which coaster? Oh, I couldn't see by that angle. Let's try going up from earlier, because maybe I can go above it. I still couldn't. Really? And now it's the land problem. Okay, go straight ahead, then try. Yeah, this is not working out. Show me the levels. Height marks on rides and height marks on paths. Jesus, it's impossible to see the path. Yeah, let's just change this. Let's find another way out. That's hopefully past the roller coaster, right? Man, where are my mechanics? Oh, I only have a single mechanic! Okay, that was my bad. I didn't know I only have one. Yeah, it's all my fault. The river rapids, I like that. So I'm right there this time, okay? Can you now go left? I still can't because of the coaster. Okay, so give up about it. We are changing the planning here. Man, I think I will not win this level. I'm spending a lot of time on things that I shouldn't. Oh, there I finally go. Okay, that's what happened, that's what we are keeping. I don't have time to fix it. Hopefully it's going to bring more people to the park, but I don't know. I wonder if Victor comes from the word victory. I would guess so. Is switching path types free? I can't remember right now, but I think it is. Let's test it. Oh, it's not. But it's okay, we found a way. Okay, Victor. The one who is victorious is the victor, if that makes sense, yeah. In Open RCT2, you can just use cutaway view to hide things above a certain height, even the surface tiles. So it gives you more options of hiding the scenario, right? Recommend improving your park? Yes, I agree. I actually don't know, it's the vandalism again? Okay, I see people are complaining about the prices. Let's drop some of them. I also think that the mechanics were an issue in here. Like, I didn't have enough mechanics to take care of all of the rides, and then they were all breaking down, and then that was impacting on my park rating. And then the vandalism, I will check on that. Maybe I should make another food plaza here. Let me do that. Let's give them dark purple umbrellas. Alright, let's go back to the marketing. The disgusting state as well. Normally I don't need to have that huge amount of staff, but this level has been demanding it a lot, and the park rating is finally growing, so that's good. I will go check the dirt. Honestly, I don't think it is too dirty, so I don't know why they were complaining that much. Let me go check the upper part of the park because it's been a while since I looked at it. No, everything is okay in there. Yes, I just used all of my money on advertisement. I hope it works out. Are there people? No, people are not coming to this coaster. Maybe 4 and 50. There we go. Maybe there is hope, but we can't waste our time anymore. And I gotta build more things. Although I don't have money, or maybe I do. Maybe I do have money for another coaster, but it gotta be a very simple one. I'm going for the old classic shuttle loop. Okay, so this shuttle loop doesn't have the photo section, so I need to add it. You know what? Change this a little bit. There we go. We gotta make more profit because we need to be buying the advertisement. So this shuttle loop will help us. Let me drop the inspection time. And also for this one, I have 4 mechanics, 3 mechanics. That's okay. Alright, maybe now we can recover. Recommend improving our park rating, and yeah, it's finally crowding again. We still gotta have 380 more people. Let's go for another cheap coaster. Do I have enough money for a harp line? I almost have. So I think I will actually get it from the bank and then build it. Maybe this is not the best location, but I will keep it in there anyway. Actually, change that. Okay, so now we have 2 new coasters. And this is working out. The hard lines are not worth in your opinion. The low excitement means it doesn't draw in many guests. Yeah, it took some time until people could go there. But I'm expecting it to also kinda get more people to the park, more than maybe being profitable. So that's why I don't fully hate it. Because the more you add new rides, the more people you get, right? So I still take it. But I can understand it is a very low excitement coaster for sure. Moving on, we gotta keep on going. Can I have... Should we go for a Virginia reel? Virginia reels have a lot of excitement. They are somewhat small, and not too expensive, right? So maybe let's go for this one. Oh, I was thinking the excitement you were referring to was regarding people's interest on going to the coaster, not on going to the park. So it kind of impacts both. I was thinking they were more independent than that. For example, I can add gentle rides and I could still imagine they would bring people to my park. Not many, but still a couple amount. Just because it is a new ride. That's how I used to think before. And also, the amount of rings in here is not helping me out, by the way. Okay, just a little bit more. The Hedge Maze. I would love to create a Hedge Maze in here, but I don't know if I have time for that. I think I don't. But a Hedge Maze on this level, that would be fantastic. I will never be able to go through that or under that, but maybe I can go above it? I wanna try that. Let's kinda stab it on the center. Yes, that's what I meant. That's actually a very long queue, so... do the entrance first. Okay, there we go. Maybe this is going to help us even more. And let me drop the inspection time. We only have July, August, and September and October, 4 months. But we're close. We're only missing 250 guests. Let me check that picture. Oh, I do have something to show you, Ultras. Because I talked about it, but I haven't showed that to you, right? I can show that to you in a minute, but let me check the picture first. Oh yes, of course, right? Mango and blueberries. I was thinking you were eating the potato chips. Okay, while they are going to the rides here, let me go get something that I talked about some weeks ago. I still have it, and I want to show that. Alright, I'm back. Wait, okay. So this is what I got some weeks ago from a friend because her mom was cooking that for the first time actually. And then they kind of cooked a lot of it and then she offered a little bit of it to me and I accepted, of course, because I'm talking about fresh guava paste. Look how juicy that is. You can even see the seeds. The seeds are kind of bad though because they are very hard. But yeah, this is delicious, man. It's very good. For a first attempt, they nailed it. I still have a lot because even though I love it, I don't eat a lot of it right away. But it's been great with crackers. That's how I have been eating it. And then hopefully they keep on making more of those because it worked out really great. And I even told them to combine it with fried cheese balls. And then I'm telling Outros to find cheese balls. It's another Brazilian snack. And there is like a twist on it that normally it's baked, like baked cheese balls. Recently we learned about the fried option that looks fantastic. So I'm telling my friend to like, you should try that with fried cheese balls, you know, it's probably going to be amazing. So hopefully they try that out and maybe they invite me to try it too because I also haven't had the fried cheese balls. Let me go back to the game. But yes, that was the fresh guava paste I got. Ripe mango, Electro likes it. I would rather stay with the blueberries even though I have never had those, but I imagine I would like blueberries more than mango. None of the stores near him sell ripe mangoes. They are always green and ripping off the vine. But you just need to give them some time, right? And then they will get yellowish or ready to eat. Okay, the strategy has been working because we are only missing 150 now, 150 people. So now I'm feeling safe again. Yeah, that's the guava paste I was talking about, but that's the fresh one. Have you seen the industrialized one? I can get the industrialized one as well. And yes, Victor, you did return for the food talk. You missed it, man. Let me show that to you again then. Okay, so I was talking about the fresh guava paste that I got from my friend, which is this one. You can even see the seeds, like I said. It is really good. But the one that I normally have is the industrialized one that's like this. So it's like harder, I would say. It's not as creamy, you know? That's the one that Ultras found and bought some weeks ago as well. And that's the one that I would recommend you guys looking after. Unless you have guavas and wanna go for the cooking yourself, right? But even though I don't think it is going to be like a hard work for you to cook it yourself, it's probably good for you to have a reference of how it tastes, you know? So maybe first have the industrialized one, you learn how it tastes, and then you try replicating that yourself. But yeah, those are the two guava pastes I have seen so far, the fresh one and the industrialized one. The fresh one was the first time I had it, actually, because I have never cooked that myself. So Ultra saw a video where they pureed the guavas to a pulp, strained the seeds. What do you mean by strain the seeds? Because my friend told me that they wanted to buy a new frying pan so they could like heat the seeds more so it wouldn't be too hard when you eat them or when you bite them. because I believe they wanted to have like a frying pan that the seeds could be more cooked, and then they wouldn't be too hard. But then when you say strain the seeds, do you mean crush them or something? They mixed equal parts sugar by volume, then boiled it down until it was a goop, and then put in the fridge. Blueberries taste like fresh flowers, so it's probably very sweet. And we are super close to get there. We are only missing 80 people now. Yes, Victor. The fresh one is not only looking better, but also it tastes better. I agree. And you know why? Because in my opinion, it's not as sweet as the industrialized one. It's pretty much juicy and fresh, and it has some sweetness or some sweet on it, but it's because of the fruit itself. It's not like full of sugar, you know? So you can kind of feel more the taste of the guava than in the industrialized one, that the sugar levels are a bit high. Not too much though, you can feel the freshness in both, but especially in the fresh one. Also because it has the seeds, it even has a little bit of the guava pulp, or like the peel of it. Maybe I should say the zest. It has some guava parts in there that I think it's more like of the peel or the zest. That gives more flavor as well. Alright, so do I have anything else to do in here? Let me change the colors of that. Let's make it a very crystal looking coaster with spinning ice cubes. Sadly, because of this last brush on this level, I could not really work on the other side of it, which is more spooky and creepy. But yes, now I have been in a rush, so I couldn't really think about things that much. So it has its own natural sweetness, yes, rather than just a bunch of sugar. That's how I compare them both. Yeah, it is really good, man, especially with something savory like crackers, bread, a toast maybe. I actually want to see if Joe Dancing, German, or Ultras can try guava paste on pancakes or waffles, because those are not common in here, and I imagine they will taste great, but I can't really say. And they are also great with cheese. Not building on the ice would be a challenge. Oh yeah, right? If you only had to build on the mountains in there. It would be challenging, but I still don't think it is the worst thing ever. You know what would be the worst thing ever? Not being able to get rid of the trees. Yeah, that's the worst. So let's see, what else can I do in here? And I was able to farm money super fast, so I'm actually paying my loan. But you know what? I'm hating how much it rains in here. It kinda makes me wanna go for a water ride. Oh, I have the go-kart and they gave me the maze. No, let's go for the maze. I wanted to build a maze. I also have the circus. I got a lot of things. If only I could like shape a maze like a like a freaking snowflake. I can try, but it's not going to look good. I have never seen a snowflake in my life, so I don't have a solid reference besides pictures. But sure, let's give it a shot, shall we? Maybe something like, wait. Something like this? Wait. This is looking more like a frog than a snowflake. But what matters is the attempt, right? Hopefully I can change the colors later. Yeah, this is going to be the dead frog maze. I even messed up with the end right there, right? Okay, let's try this again. I need to go down, left, or actually right, and down again, right? Yes. Oh, I'll need to change the landscaping here a little bit. We got to the amount of people we need, but now I need to keep it. And as I'm distracted on this maze, please let me know in case it goes bad. Because I'm not paying too much attention to it. Am I doing it right now? I think I am, but it's looking weird. Like this? Okay, I hope this is it. Okay, so we are placing the entrance and the exit in a very easy location. Or maybe not. What if I play... I was thinking about placing them right there. Wait, what? Why are you turned like that? Oh, there we go. I also should make something. There, right? Is this correct? No, it's wrong. No, it should be right. It's just the angle that's messed up, right? It is not right though. I did mess up with something in here, but I don't have the time to fix it. Let's give them free fries. So can I change the ice blocks? There we go, we can change that. Yeah, this is what I wanted. But it does not look like a snowflake, which is good or like understandable because I have never seen one, so this is the best I can do. But it's there, right? No, 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 not this one. Kinda there. Like this, right? So is it with symmetry this time? I think it is, yes. Okay, this was not too bad. Oh god, the Harmonic Hills flashbacks. I do remember that by name as well. One more spoke on the other side would make it look better. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's okay, it's not perfect, but I can take this. I know a snowflake is way more complex than this, but for a first attempt, I take it. What else is there for me? I also have the circus. Maybe the circus could be on the creepy side because of, I don't know, Witch World. Do you remember Witch World from Banjo-Tooie? Circus are evil because they are the house for clowns. And clowns are evil. Oh, I can't build them there? Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I found a place. Not where I wanted, but... the Roro drop? That could be up here as well. Oh, this is not going to connect. Let's go under it. This is also not going to connect. Can you go up there? I can. Really? There we go. Would you enter that circus right there? That creepy looking place? People are going there like they like it. Where clowns live? This maze, yeah, the maze has a very short solution. By the way, I don't want you to be mowing the grass. Let me get rid of that option. I was at first thinking that was not necessary because most of this level was ice, and then you do not mold the ice. But that one handyman got up here. So what else is there? I saw the go-karts. And then there is this, yes. Is there another place that I can... Oh my god. I swear to god, this is the level that's been asking the most staff work ever. Because I'm not used to this, like having 17 handymen in a level that's been like 3 years only. It's like people came to this park feeling sick already. They enter here and the first thing they do is like to vomit. How's that? It shouldn't be happening. Man. Stop asking for my staff to do shit. Can I place it next to the other tower? In any case, we are beating this level, thank goodness, after this crazy final rush. Height marks on paths, height marks on land, and height marks on rides. It's 27. Even though it doesn't look like it. But I can't? Why not? Why can't I build it? Oh. I don't get it, but sure, I can make my own, right? It's not a big deal, I guess. And on the very last month, I was still able to do something about this horror part of the level. And they knew it. They knew it that I would be going for this theme because they gave me automatically the colors or the right colors for it. The black and blue. I need to change the colors of that though. I mean, it's not looking bad, so... I don't know where to change them. Oh wait, maybe if I turn that into black too? Okay, there we go. We even got to 1,600. And I paid the low one, everything is good now. So, take a last look at this level because we are done in here. With like a crazy panicking final rush. Man, this looks great, by the way. I'm happy I went for the maze. It's camouflaging in the ice. I actually should raise the rest of the... Nah, never mind. I will just leave it the way it is. It would be very dark in there. It is, right? Especially during the rain. This level... Probably half of the income I got from this level was from umbrella selling, because Steel Twister is... Oh yeah, this one. I remember the Steel Twister wooden coaster. Actually, never mind. Wooden Twister coaster. It's still wooden. There should be a model like that though, but... No, the wooden Twister coaster. To be honest, we kinda did a lot for 3 years. Especially the rush for tonight, right? I would give myself like maybe 4 or 5 years to have everything I had in here. But there we go. Very fun level, even though I had to rush on this last year. This level was really fun. Although I'm expecting the next one to be hard, because it is the canyon something. Canyons can't be good, right? Crazy craters. Wait, are you out of space? No, if you're out of space, I'm down. It is out of space! Okay, this is going to be a bit different. I was thinking on a canyon for some reason. In a far-off world where money is not needed, you must build an entertainment center to keep the people happy. The people or the aliens? I need to... I'm dead. Oh my god! You see what I was saying about this level being a problem? Yes, I was wrong about the theme, but I was right about the difficulty. I must have at least 2000 gas in my park, and I should never let it drop below 700, the park rating. How? Like, Jesus. I can see ourselves failing in here, and please help me out to stay alert on my park rating, because this is not going to be easy. Yes, it is unlimited time. Oh my god. They don't have money indeed. Holy shit. This park is just for fun. Like, forget about the business. There is no business besides having fun. Okay, this makes it way easier and less scary for sure. But even with those conditions, I can still see myself failing because of like getting distracted, or I don't know, taking forever to get 2000 people. But okay, at least they do help us, because yeah, you don't have money or time. This is a different take on it, right? So I will just start with like lots of stuff, because this time I can and I should. I'm like, why freaking not, right? If I wanted, I could have like 100. I could finally learn what's the cap. You know what? Should we test that out? What is the cap for the amount of handyman you can have in your park? Can I have like 1,000? This is so crazy. This is a sandbox. We are keeping this going until they get rid of all trees in the world to build those brooms, right? Oh! There is a cap. It's like 116. Why 16 though? Oh no! Okay, now there is the punishment for trying those things. That is, you gotta get rid of everyone by each one, you know? One by one. No game, I don't need to do that because I can just restart the level. But 116 is the number. Just new game. Is the number for the cap. Here we are again. Okay, now give me 20. And we'll be good. There is no cap? There is a cap. There is a cap, Electro. Oh my god, I could teach Electro something new, you see? I won this month already. I could say I won this day, but no, I won the month, or maybe the year even, because I taught him something new. But actually, 16, like why 16 and not 120? You know what? Maybe they have increased the cap for that in the sequels. I can imagine in the RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 that being larger. Not only because of having bigger parks, but also because you may be able to, like the entertainers, you may be able to give them different costumes, and then maybe you want to have like a good amount of different entertainers in your park or something like that. Okay, we have the 20 handyman, then let's have 10 mechanics. $20 seems good, right? We probably won't even need like half of them. Security guards, sure. Let's have 10 as well. Are there mods that change the appearance of the guests? For example, could you get mods that will change them into aliens or something? That could be nice, right? For this level in particular. Let's have 15 entertainers because I need people to be happy so they don't leave the park. And I can get to 2,000. Maybe I should go for 20 actually. I'm going for 20. There we are. But then I want to change because probably there is an alien costume. There is an astronaut costume. Isn't there an alien costume as well though? I kind of remember seeing an alien before. But maybe I'm thinking on a sequel. Maybe I'm actually thinking on RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. So depending how this goes, maybe there is a chance I can beat this level today, but I still doubt it. But because we have unlimited money, I can do a lot fast. So you need to see how it works out. But I'm very surprised that the levels haven't been as challenging as what I was imagining. I mean, this is challenging, don't get me wrong, but I was expecting something much worse. This is not like build freaking 10 coasters of different models with excitement rating of like 7. That's brutal. Or like build 10 coasters and you can't change the landscape. Those are the real levels. Finally, we have all of the staff. Let's open the park. And then I guess I can change the research. We have the monorails. We already have the dodgems. I love the freaking dodgems music. The 3D cinema and a water coaster with like red water on it. Well, let's start with, oh my god, with a food plaza, shall we? I don't know. How many things I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one should be in the center. So maybe I should change this a little bit. Okay, maybe this is a bit better. And then the souvenir should also be on the center, so let's change that a little bit too. I want to give them... Wait, what? What? They turned one of the blues into a crazy orange because of the watercolor? But there is another orange, like why do you need to change the other color? Although now I don't have a location for the bathroom, I can actually have 2 bathrooms. And then we start the level. So let's start it up with maybe this coaster, the suspended looping. You know what? Let's go for a crazy steel roller coaster that's like huge and we could never see it before. Also, look at this. This reminds me of Top Gear 3000 because it happens on space. Cost 0, that's beautiful. Yes, we are going for a almighty coaster right there. Jesus. It has 2 stations? Oh yes, it's like 2 coasters in one. I'm not sure if I'll be able to connect the paths from the locations I chose, but I'll give it a try. Yes, how am I getting out of that? I need to go down, right? And then make a turn? Okay, I found a way out. Or maybe not. There we go. Then you make a turn, then you go down. Then you... Wait, you connect there? Okay, I can keep you connected there. That's fine. So is this dangerous? I hope it's not dangerous. Let's go for it. Inspections in every 10 minutes. I do not have prices for this. Let's play music. Let's go for the space style or the Martian. This is oddly disturbing, but I don't hate it. But this is more like, I don't know, haunted house than Martian. Also, J-Dub, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. Ponko, thank you for the follow. And hi Sabru, how are you, man? Yeah, welcome everyone. Were you playing RollerCoaster Tycoon as well? I'm here starting this crazy outer space level that I don't have money. Like, money is not a thing anymore in the world. And I gotta keep this freaking park rating above 700. If it goes under that, I'm dead. So I'm concerned, but hoping that it's going to be okay. Let's go for the rural drop. You know what? I will keep this crazy music. I kinda like it, even though it's very odd. Maybe the other style is better, the alien style, but I don't know, it's mysterious. There is something crazy about it that I like in there, right? Okay, rural drop time. Yeah, look at that! Crazy moment of this song that it slows down. I like that. And then it gets more dramatic. By the way, that's not a very good spot for it. I need to change. Okay, let's try it there. I'm doing alright, Subaru. We got the camera back. Yes, Electro was already here. Did you come here thanks to him or something? So because you know Electro, I can already guess you are into the RollerCoaster Tycoon universe. This is a tough scenario, yeah, but I'm less scared of it because they gave me infinite money. So you know, this could be way worse. it is one of those levels that, I don't know, it feels very fresh and you don't know how to react to it, because there is nothing like this before, or very few levels that could compare to this. So I'm kind of experimenting and hoping that I won't mess it up. But it's a little bit out of my control, right? Because even though I have infinite money, you see that's not rising. So what else do I need to do for it to rise and then stay at a certain safe level? Oh yes, I forgot to mention, I gotta get 2,000 people in my park. Yeah, the objective also has that side of it. You need to have 2,000 guests, and then my park rating can drop under 700. I can't. Oh my god. Okay, now I have a problem because I was here feeling like safe and good. I just realized that I cannot use ads. So I need to get those people in this park naturally. Now I'm back to like I'm screwed, this is over, I'm dead. I can't use the ads. I was counting on them. There are no ads. You see, there is always a trick. Show me your biggest park. I actually can't say which one was the biggest park we have built. We have some very long ones because of the coaster building levels that lasted like 10 years or more. But I do not remember the names of those levels anymore. But you know what? Maybe I can look into one of them. Let me see. Save game. Crazy Craters, yes. Can I remember one of those crazy long levels? There is one in here that's called Coaster Crazy, but I don't know if that's one of them. Dragon's Cove. Dragon's Cove is one of them for sure. So let me check this one. Year 12, you see? Okay, so this is probably one of my longest levels, even though maybe it doesn't look that great. Although the coasters are very sick looking, like, look at this madness. And we even had the Bloodshed roller coaster. Did you guys know that this is the bobsled roller coaster, also known as the Bloodshed? Yeah, it's the Bloodshed because it's freaking dangerous. It always explodes and kills everybody. So we like to call it as the Bloodshed roller coaster here. But yeah, this is probably one of my longest levels, but maybe not the longest because I can't remember, or I can't know which one is the longest. But yeah, these coasters were crazy for us to make them. Oh my god, this looks awesome though. The idea here was that they gave me pieces of a coaster and then I had to complete them and get the excitement ratings above 6 or 7? 6.60 actually. So this took us forever, but we did it. Okay, let's go back to the Crazy Craters. You like this music, Victor? Isn't it different? This camera may be bad. Wait, maybe better. This camera may be better, Summer, yeah. Although I wasn't really sure if the image would be like grainy or something. But everybody has been saying it's good, so I'm believing in you. They were in your stream as well. They recommend we rated you. Oh, okay, thank you so much for that, Electro. It reminds me of the type of thing Grant Kirkhope would create for like Witch World or Mad Monster Mansion. It does have a little bit of that, right? That's why I was saying that It felt more like a haunted mansion or a haunted house music. Is that a theremin? I can't say for sure, but I do like that instrument. I'm still like feeling weird because I can't change the prices. My job in here is just to build things. Let's go for another sick coaster then. Let's try the single rail roller coaster. What is your biggest model, although there are only two? This one? Sure. That's not very good shape, but let's see how it goes. It's another double station coaster, and I don't know if I like it actually because it's just what the preview was showing us. It's not, you know, surprising in any sorts. Not to mention that it's too far from the rest of the park. So I may actually not keep it. You like theremin, Bilky? Yes, I love theremin. May I recommend you a band, one of the few bands that use theremin in their songs? Although it's a very indie and experimental band, so do not expect to like all of their songs, but I would recommend you checking the songs of the Octopus Project. Yes, they have some crazy theremin songs, like in Music is Happiness, and Truck is a fantastic song too, although that one I don't think it gets the theremin. Um, wait, I'm trying to remember more names of their songs. There is one that's called Whitby. Then there is one that's called The Man with the Golden Hand. Anyway, go check them out. They have a theremin in some of their songs. Especially Music is Happiness. You can even see the woman playing the theremin in that video clip. You may find one or two songs that you may like. Although some other songs are very heavy or kind of crazy. Oh, another good song is Perhaps. Yeah, Perhaps is like, it reminds me of Mario Galaxy music. That's how I feel when I'm hearing or listening to that one, Perhaps. And I think it has the theremin as well. Yes, Subaru, this level doesn't have money. It seems that on this space or on this planet, money is not a thing, so I can't charge any rides and people just come here for fun or to have fun. Let's try maybe another steel coaster because honestly I don't like many of these models, but I will try another steel coaster. If that's not a theremin, then maybe it's a synth. Now I think it is a synth. Yeah, pretending to be a theremin. Yes, Victor, that shape, right? But I was expecting something like more different. Sadly, it was not. Um, let's see. Let's try this one. This one looks like more interesting. But this is indeed a very weird level. Okay. This is very crazy. I would call this coaster like, I don't know, tomato sauce on spaghetti. That's what I get from this. I can see the spaghetti noodles, I can see the tomato sauce. Maybe the blue in there is wrong, but I get pasta fillings out of this coaster, you know. Maybe the blue in there could be blue cheese, why not? So it has an on-ride photo section, that's good. That's always great. Where am I placing the things though? Maybe there? And maybe there? As you can also see, I'm not very used to be working with such big and huge coasters, like this one that has like 2 stations even. So this is one very unique level for sure. Speaking of spaghetti, do you guys want to share what did you have for dinner or lunch? And also, Subaru, I need to tell you, you finally did it, man. You finally got into my mind because this week I bought hot dogs. Yes, last week I was saying that I was resisting the temptation and I was saying that Subaru always has that for dinner on Saturdays or on his weekends. Yeah, this week I finally bought them and I ate hot dogs in like buns or bread and also as a sauce for spaghetti since I brought up spaghetti here. I still have a couple more uh, sausages, but I'm saving them for another day. Actually, let's make this a long queue. And are you safe? I don't know if this coaster is safe. You know what? I'm not risking it. A single train. Yeah, let's have a single train. They said a theremin is basically a synth that just plays differently. I don't know. I don't know if I would agree with that. You see ketchup and mustard? Yes, I can see that too, and then maybe the blue is, I mean, it's not the color of mayo, but sometimes blue can be connected to mayo. Let's actually make that white. Rip the theremin! We were kinda roasting it so much that there is no more theremin for you tonight, you see? There goes the theremin. I loved how it was like fading away, you know, losing energy. That's a great contestant for who has the best breaking down sound effect. It's a great contestant against the merry-go-round. Although I still think the merry-go-round has the best transition. Which, by the way, can we build that? We cannot. But we can have the flying saucers. Let's add that. Right by the entrance. We can have like the two rivals, let's put it like that, next to each other. The flying saucers. Oh, the theremin is back. Because of course I have 20 mechanics. If that was taking forever for them to fix it, I would cry. But let's have the clash of all ages. The bumper cars versus the flying saucers. I think I would be team bumper cars though. I love bumper cars. I hate to drive, or I actually don't drive at all, but maybe I should say I hate cars. But I love the bumper cars. And I love that song as well, but sadly I'll need to get rid of it so we can listen to more theremin. So Victor had pizza. Was it pepperoni? Finally, right, Subaru, I bought the hot dogs. I was craving it, yes. And it's something simple. Yeah, but you understand that I was avoiding it because it's not healthy at all, right? But I finally had it, and then hopefully I take some more time or some more months before considering buying it again. You're used to get this game. I know. Uh, it's it's how some people play this as a kid. Like they use it to get this game out of cereal boxes. I was actually talking about that earlier. Because let me show you my games. I even have them next to me because I talked about this. Hopefully my park rating doesn't drop while I'm doing it. I think we are safe. Let me change the camera. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. So this is the game that I played as a kid. It's like the original first expansion pack of this game, the Corkscrew Foolies. And as you can see, it's not the serial version. It even has... I miss this in games today, by the way, but they have a tiny instructions manual or something. I'm trying to get it. Although it's so stuck. Wait, maybe I got it now. Yeah, there we go. They have like this tiny instructions manual, you know. But it's in Portuguese, so you may not be able to understand it. And then for the other games, I have this bundle with the CD-ROMs for their deluxe editions. And I do wish I could get those games out of cereal boxes, but sadly they were more expensive and harder to find than that. But I still made my way, and then here I am today playing this fantastic franchise. Okay, let's go back. I mean, in terms of sound generation, it's basically a synth. It's a it's a voltage controlled oscillator that's the source of its sound, just like an analog synth. Oh, Victor had a ham pizza and tons of cheese. Ham and cheese is great. I would only add some tomatoes on it. I know, right, Subaru? I could actually have had full screen with the old camera, but for some reason I never did that. And then this time when I was testing this new webcam, I decided to keep a full screen a full screen for it. But that's not the only reason why. Not only when I was testing this new cam, I had to have a full screen of it, but also because I had to do some video recordings with the webcam. And in order for me to do that on OBS, I had to have a full screen, right? Because the other webcam, the one that's inside my monitor, it's built in my monitor, it used to use a different program than OBS. It's called Cyberlink. But sadly, after it stopped working, I cannot use that software anymore. And then I decided, oh yes, I can still use OBS to capture the whole screen of like my video and do the video I had to do, right, by using the webcam. So that's why I got that other overlay, and then I decided to keep it for the stream as well. But it's because I had to use OBS and not the old software I used to use for capturing something like myself or my room from the webcam. I hope I could explain that. I'm not sure if I explained really well what I wanted to say. Let's go for the space screens. Speaking of cheese and food, and Victor, I learned by watching a video this week that it seems that Sweden is one, if not the only place, that sells moose cheese. So have you heard of moose cheese? And I saw that on a list of food or dishes that were like, listen, the most expensive food ever. And moose cheese was on it. And then it was done in Sweden for some reason. So have you ever heard of that? I will place it maybe next to the roller drop, although the tower would be better, right? Do I have the tower? I don't have the tower. Oh, I have the tower. Never mind. Yeah, this is more fitting. Wait. I kinda need to change this a little bit more though. Abstracting. Maybe you won't use it. You had no idea of that? I have my annotations in there with like the whole list, but I think I will save it for when we have more people in here talking about food. But one of the dishes in there was moose cheese. But you're not surprised? You don't think it's really a thing other than just to get tourists to pay a ton of money on it? Yeah, it gotta be like a very like rich on flavor cheese, I would say. But at the same time, it's probably not worth it. But I was surprised to know it's in Sweden that it happens. Out of so many places in the world, it gotta be at Victor's house, right? Which is... let me see if I can remember it again. Wait. Scone? Or, no wait, Skåne. There we go, Skåne. Hopefully I got it on the second attempt. Okay, so far this is looking okay. And maybe we won't need to retry this. Although I wish this game could give me more coasters, because I kinda don't wanna use these models, right? But let's see, maybe there is a steel mini roller coaster that could be interesting. Oh my god. Shall we go for that one? It seems that I cannot build it because it's too large. Yes, let's skip it. Maybe this one, although it's probably a double station coaster. Maybe this one then? There is this crazy mountain on this side that kinda ruins it for me. Really, I can't build this one either, only there, when it's very flat. I don't like that. But yeah, there have been stories of German tourists buying moose droppings. Droppings? Because apparently some people go crazy over anything to do with moose stuff. Since you are bringing up droppings of moose, another dish of that list, spoiler, is the freaking infamous cat poop coffee, right? People that pay to drink like a coffee that's made out of poops of cats after they kind of eat the seeds. Yeah, cat poop coffee is another very expensive dish or drink in the world, believe it or not. I have infinite money so you can flatten. That's true, but I don't know if I wanna really mess up with the landscaping here. Like, it's also charming, you know? But that's true, I could flat that mountain entirely. Should we do it so we can finally see this coaster? You know what? Maybe we should, because this is our only chance to see what the heck is that right there. But I feel sad for changing this landscape. So I assume it's a similar thing about the cheese. Yes, I don't know about, or I don't know how true it is, but it's an old story about how crazy some people get about moose stuff. What I see sometimes, or what I have seen before, are people that they keep those skeletons of like cow or moose or deer heads in their homes. I think it's so, I don't know, unsettling. But I know some people have that as decoration, like skulls and skeletons of dead animals, especially cows and mooses. Man, I'm feeling so bad for doing this. In Open RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, you can change 64 tiles of land. Yeah, this is only 5 times 5. That's insane. It's way more. By the way, let me drop you a fun fact about a random thing. Another thing I learned this week was that you guys know Monopoly, right? The game. Did you know that if Monopoly, or if Monopoly's currency was, let's say, real, then Monopoly money would be the 65th currency or economy in the world? You can go to bed with that in your mind. Monopoly would be spotted on 65 or 65th location if that money had value in real world. And it's because of like the amount of printing they need to do in order to make the board game. And they were kind of like relating or connecting that printing to real money printing. And then they got to the conclusion that if Monopoly was real, it would get the 65th position in the economy of the world. I wish it was real now. Like, maybe I could like exchange my Monopoly money into some real money. I'm down for that. But still talking about Monopoly, I don't even remember finishing a game of Monopoly because to me that game is eternal. Every time we start playing that, it gets late and then people need to go to their homes. So if you were able to finish a Monopoly game in your childhood, good job. Because I could never. That and Risk as well. Risk is another infinite game. It freaking never ends. And my favorite board games are Clue and The Game of Life. Although today or more recently, I also really like Carcassonne and Catan. Those two board games are very good, but then they are more, let's say, modern, or they are not the OG board games as we used to have as kids, or at least I did not used to have those. As a kid, me and my brother found some cow skulls in the woods. I think I have only seen like dead birds, just like in Dark. Yeah, as far as I can remember. Oh, never mind. I probably have seen dead. I have seen some other dead animals in the roads, you know, when we are traveling, and then there are bodies of animals, but I can't be sure if they were horses or cows, but definitely dead birds. We thought they were so cool. Oh no, Victor, you brought them home, man? No. Please tell me you don't have that still. I mean, it's okay if you do, but it's kinda dark or kinda messed up. So Electro played the RCT, an RCT board game? How the heck is that even? There should be an RCT Lego though. I would be so down for a partnership between RCT and Lego. It is kind of like Monopoly. Interesting. Okay, so is that enough? I forgot what was the model though. Was it a steel coaster or a steel mini? Let's try the steel mini. Oh yeah, it was this one. It's... Come on, please. Okay, that's enough, right? Man, that's like perfect. What? Why not? I have infinite money. What? Okay, this is BS. Why would they add a model on this game that you cannot build? This is BS. I was like, I will finally see this, and then no, you won't, because it's not possible for you to build that. By the way, I should save the game because maybe I'm going to have a power outage. I don't know if you noticed, but it flashed, like my lights in here flashed. I don't know if it is raining, but it has been cloudy outside, so in case I disappear out of nowhere, be aware it's a power outage. But okay, we're still on, and I saved the game, so if it happens, I'm good. It's almost happening actually, so in case I disappear again, I don't know if I will be back though, because it's also getting a bit late.